Mind of Money. Today I have a very special guest, Reggie Henkart. Welcome, Reggie.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you very much.
So tell us about how you got into this and why it is that you're an expert in this area.
Good, thank you. Yes. Well, I started quite a while ago. I started in 1993 working for a Chinese corporation, actually in San Francisco, who taught me everything about currency trading.
Right.
Now, remember, 93 was before Windows.
Right. You were learning on DOS.
Exactly. Right. Trading on DOS is actually, when you look at what's happening today, it took us about 15 minutes to create an indicator. Okay. And the cost was $4,000 a month for the actual charts. The chart. That's how much the corporation.
So if you were into trading, you had to be serious. There was no part-time trading at $4,000.
There was nobody trading.
Overhead.
Right.
Yeah.
There was actually nobody trading except a financial institution, banks. There was no private investor at $4,000 a month. Nobody was doing that.
Right.
So I had really my feet in the ground very, very early in the forex market, so to speak, and I wrote a book later called "Hit the Spot." That went in 25 countries, and then I became a CTA.
CTA is what?
Commodity Trading Advisor.
Ah, okay.
So, which is interesting because the industry actually didn't need a license back in '93.
Right.
That came later, and then the Series 3 is what you needed to pass. So I got that, and the Series 3, when I passed it, has nothing to do with the forex. Nothing to do with forex. But you know, the regulations are regulations, so I needed to do it. It's more about commodities.
Yeah.
I think they're creating now something about forex specifically, but it's not out and about yet. So that was quite interesting.
And for people that don't know what forex is, well, why don't you summarize what is forex to the layman?
Okay. Well, forex is another word for foreign exchange or currency trading.
Okay.
It is a little specialized in that what we do is more spot currency trading, because you can
Which means what? Spot currency?
Spot means it's happening at the instant, because you can go into commodity currencies, or you can go into option currencies, which is a little bit different. Spot means really on the spot, right now.
Okay.
And it's a cash market, really. For years, actually, we didn't even need a license. When I was in currency trading in 1993, in California, we didn't need a license to trade, which was very, very interesting because it was cash. You don't need a license. If I gave you dollars and you gave me Deutschmark.
So then the net effect is literally just foreign exchange. So I take my $100, I hand it to you, and you give me 78 Swiss francs or whatever the rate was.
Exactly. Okay. Absolutely. So that's, in a nutshell, what currency trading is.
Okay.
And of course, it grew up to the point where now you can trade currencies exactly the same way you would trade equities or the stock market, but with big, big advantages.
Yeah, that's interesting. What are the advantages?
Well, one of the, I mean, there are many of them, but let's start with one, which is it's a 24-hour market. You can trade any time, because as the sun goes around the globe, you trade in Europe, you trade in Asia, you trade in of course, America, and all the time this currency can be traded. So as most people do it as a part-time job or hobby or investment, they can go anytime in the market, and whether it's night where they are or day, it's open, except of course between Saturday afternoon and Friday afternoon and Sunday afternoon. Okay. That will be closed.
So we got to rest on the Sabbath.
Yes, exactly.
Even the forex market.
Even the forex market.
Okay, good. So, well, what's interesting to me, and the point of this show, The Mind of Money, is really to examine the mindset of all aspects of money. Forex is something that for most American investors, for people who are really, the average guy next door who's investing in something, probably equities, probably in a simple form of equities, Forex is pretty exotic. What is the mindset as an experienced trader that you have when you're trading Forex?
Well, it's actually the same mindset as a stock trader, in that psychology is, of course, one of the most important aspects you need to master and mostly knowing yourself. But one of the other advantages that I forgot, that I didn't mention, is that because Forex is so big, it's a $3.5 trillion a day market,
Right.
it makes it way more volatile. So indicators work better on the Forex than in the stock market. It's also a market that cannot be controlled. Around 1992, George Soros, which is one of our, I would say, guru in the Forex market,
Right.
sold the pound to the point where the whole world sold it. And the Bank of England tried to save it.
Right.
In fact, the country tried to save it, and they couldn't, because nobody can control that market. It's too big.
But
And
you
that's a
just
big
said that
advantage.
George Soros effectively controlled the market because he sold the pound to the point where everyone else did. So how does that square?
Well, he didn't control it. He just thought
crashed it.
Well, he
Sounds a little bit like control.
No, he felt that it was going down,
Okay.
and he went with it. It's like a tide, if you will, or a wave, and everybody agreed.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that even the people
couldn't
who
stop it.
own,
They
you
couldn't
couldn't
stop
stop
it.
You can't
Yeah,
stop it.
couldn't stop the
which
wave.
is not always true with inside trading in the equity market.
So for just so I'm clear, what Soros did was he saw the front of the wave, he
Yes,
jumped on it,
exactly.
and people looked at him,
Yeah,
probably
said,
influenced
"He's right."
by him,
Yeah.
and said, "Yeah, he's right." And
He's
even
right.
the Bank of England couldn't stop the wave.
That's right,
Okay,
exactly.
that's interesting.
So and there are other advantages, like there's no broker's fee.
Okay.
In the currency market, the brokers make the money through
On the
the
spread.
spread. Exactly, only.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a lot of fun.